Hey guys, what's up? So as you read in the title, today I will be doing a full face of black owned makeup brands. I'm talking down to the brushes. I got the new brush set here from Colored Rain Cosmetics. Like, these ombre vibes on these handles are everything, so I'm excited to use those. I already washed them already and got them ready to go. I have what I believe should be a full face of products. I've already prepped my eyebrows with the ABH brow freeze situation, but I am starting off with a new brow pencil. This is from Mcgrath Cosmetics. This is their Highbrow Precision Pencil. I have two shades of the pencil, so this is what the packaging looks like here. And I have two shades of the pencil. I have one in Brow Down and Take a Brow. So Take a Brow is darker. I'm going to start off with that just to outline my brows. Wanted to bring y'all in a little closer so we can get a good look at what we're doing. So, of course, the brow pencil has one side with a spoolie, and then the other side is your retractable brow pencil. That is a pretty deep brow pencil, so I'm going to take the brow down for the front part of my brows. Not bad. Not bad at all. I like it, and I like the gradient with using the lighter pencil in the beginning, so I'm going to do the same thing on this brow. I like it. Very easy to apply, very easy to spoolie through and blend out, and they look pretty good. And this is actually my first time trying Mcgrath products at that. I've had these products for a while. I don't know if you remember when I hauled the Mcgrath products, but they've been here for a while, and I've just been collecting products that I knew I wanted to do this kind of video. So now moving on to the eyes. Or should I do, what I'm going to do is concealer next. I'm going to go in with my color correcting shade from Pat Mcgrath. This is the MD27. Going in with the Peaches and Pearl Andrea Renee brush just to blend that out. Also, I already prepped my eyelids with the Mario Prep and Set thing. I went ahead and prepped my lids. I have some new eyeshadow. I have a package here from Pat Mcgrath Labs. She had a spring sale, I think it was, and she currently still has another spring sale going on. So at the time that I placed the order, 2 of her 10-pan Mothership palettes was on sale for $88. And I bought the yellow setting powder, which I've already broke. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw my story. I already broke this powder, goodness gracious. But when you purchase that powder and you spent over a certain amount, I can't remember what the amount was, she also was giving away a free Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection primer, so I have that. I also picked up the Pat Mcgrath Lab Extreme Precision Eye Duo, and you may remember a couple of months back I picked up an eye duo from her that included the pencil eyeliner. Well, this one has a liquid eyeliner, so I wanted to give that a try. And then I finally picked up my first Mothership palette. This one here is the Mothership 6 Midnight Sun. Packaging is everything. You have that little manila class kind of situation where you open it up and the palette is inside. Your shade names of the palette is in the card inside the box. What? Here is the palette. So pretty, and the camera is doing it like no justice whatsoever. So this is the palette that I'm going to play in today. I have my Colored Rain brushes here. The first shade I'm going to take is this neutral brown here. Taking that on the large blending brush. This mirror doesn't go back too far, so it's like meant to stand up, I guess. And I'm going to use this as my transition shade. Oh wow, that's really pigmented. Oh wow. I think I put too much product. Let's see if I can blend that out. Now I'm taking the medium blending brush and I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, a more red tone brown, and I'm gonna warm up my crease with that shade. I want to work on my inner corner. I kind of want to do, I think I'm going to take this shade. Let's see what that swatch is like. Oh, that looks more like a topper shade. Watch the one right above it. A gold shade there. The next one is that orangey shade. And you know I have to swatch the purple. You know my eyes go directly to purples and greens, so that's the purple. That's pretty. Should I put the purple? I'm gonna put the purple on my lid, but first let me get some glitter glue. I don't need a lot of fallout, even though I didn't do my face yet, but I'm gonna just put a little bit of glitter glue here at on the back of my hand. Taking a brush to go ahead and distribute that product on my lids. So taking their round shadow brush, I'm going to go into that purple on the outer portion of my eye. That is super pretty. I want to see how it applies wet. So I'm going to take some more of that product on the brush and go ahead and spray it. And now apply it and see how that goes. Oh yeah, see? It just builds. And it just applied really smoother and made it pop a little bit more. So that's pretty. I kind of want to do a different color in the inner portion. In a previous haul I showed you I picked up these two Pat Mcgrath quads. Actually, I might use Interstellar Icon and take this bluish looking shade. I want to fill in that gap there. I'm gonna wet that because that is crumbly. I'm taking the same brush too. Just gonna go into this inner part of my eye. Oh shoot. Gotta definitely build that up. This is more like a putty type texture. I don't know. The texture of this shadow is totally different than the first one. See, if I didn't have nails on, I definitely would take this with my finger and swipe it across my lid. I think I would have a better time applying it. Going back in with that first shade just to marry the two and bring more of that purple back into the look. Now guys, when I sat down here, I did not intend to do all this color. I know the most recent, what did I call it, test a new makeup video, I went in with that Urban Decay Wild West palette and I ended up doing a teal look, and now look at this, I have blue and purple on my eyes, which I'm not mad at it, okay? So the camera had cut off. I don't know what you guys got to see. So really quickly, just want to let you guys know, I did take this shade here from the quad that I used just to marry the two palettes together, and I went around the blue and purple just to, like I said, marry it together, and I added that more in the crease, and so far so good. I'm not mad at it. And then after that, I just took the initial transition shade that I had put from the larger palette, because this palette only has these two mattes, and then it has this, which is like a dark smoky gray, which that wasn't the direction I was trying to go in. So with those being just the two, you know, transition neutral kind of shades, that's pretty much all I could do with this palette, which is why I ended up bringing in one of the shades from there, thinking it was a matte, but it's not. But I still like the vibe that it gave me. So let's move on. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this duo. I told you guys I got the mascara, which I have one open already. Really like that mascara, but I'm opening this more for the liquid liner. So here we go. We have the Extreme Black Perma Precision Liquid Liner, and I so so hope I like this. See, this is giving me felt tip vibes as well. And you guys know the issue I had with the felt tip liner from the last Get Ready With Me test the new makeup video. I really don't like felt liners, but I'm hoping I have a better luck with this. And maybe if I stop yapping, it would actually work. So let's see. That wasn't bad. Not bad at all, guys. Like, it glided really smoothly. This might be a brush tip actually, because it has not so much flexibility, like it's not moving all over the place, but it glided really nicely and it looks like it's drying matte, which I love. Now the real challenge here would be getting this side to look like this side, but let's see. Yeah, the struggle I just had with applying my lashes, I don't know if y'all can see where it's black, but it looked like the lash was stuck on it and it kind of ripped. So there's pieces of lash all over the place. So this one is definitely shorter than this one. Don't judge me, I'm gonna use these lashes. And it's crazy, I never had this problem with like my kiss lashes that I live by. But today I decided to be fancy and bust out some cocoa lashes, and this is what happened. But anyway, I went ahead, finished lining my eyes. I forgot to put mascara before I applied my lashes, but we'll get to that. Once I do my bottom lashes, I'll get to that. But now I'm gonna open up this primer from Pat Mcgrath Labs. So it opens up like a little box here, like a little package. And this is what it looks like. And everybody says how cheap this packaging is because it's just a sticker that's not even like really stuck on. But I guess that's why she's giving them away for free, because I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back out with this primer and it's gonna be better than ever. But I personally never have tried it, so I do want to try it. So first, like I said, let's go in with this primer. Not a little thing, huh? And there's nothing on the box that says what this primer is supposed to do. So I don't know if it's like pore filling, if it's supposed to... Yo, this thing is so loud. I don't know if the primer is supposed to be pore filling, if it's supposed to be smoothing, hydrating, mattifying. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
A few moments later.
Here we go. Okay, so that's what the primer looks like, finally. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that over around my face. It feels good. It's nice and cooling, kind of hydrating, moisturizing. Oh, it does say it right here. So it says it smooths, hydrates, and preps skin for a soft, focused, blurred effect. Runway tested and mother approved. Now since we're at the base, I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, what is this? The Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. Mine is in the shade 385. I'm gonna take that and brighten up, because remember the concealer that I put on before was the Pat Mcgrath, and that was more to cancel out the darkness. So now I want to add some brightness here. I'm gonna use that same brush, and I'm not gonna let this concealer sit, only because this one is a little bit more mattifying and I don't want it to dry down too fast. So before I go in with foundation, I am going to take my Fenty Cream Bronzer. This one is in the shade Chocolate. And I'm going to add some definition around my face. They call it a bronzer. To me, the shade is more like a contour shade, because you see it's very neutral tone. I'm just going to take this Sephora brush and go in with my cream contour bronzer situation. Taking the concealer a little bit and just cleaning up because I went too far down. For foundation, I don't know if I wanted to use the new Fenty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. I have worn this before. Or the Range Beauty True Intentions Hydrating Foundation. I think I'm gonna save the Fenty for my test the new makeup video. I'm always testing new makeup nowadays, right? So I'm gonna take the Range Beauty foundation and I'm gonna try that out. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of that. take 2 pumps of that foundation and going in with my beauty blender, well, my blending sponge, which is also black owned. It's from 5 O'Clock Beauty. They are a indie makeup brand, and I'm just gonna go in with this foundation. Now, I'm not sure if this foundation is like the best match for me. I'm gonna insert a photo here where I actually swatched 5 shades of this foundation, and this was the one that I just happened to purchase in the full-size bottle, because they, Range Beauty, they actually are a black owned business and they sell samples of their foundation. I think I can get away with this one today only because I have on this sweatshirt and you can't see my neck, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this, try this one out. By the way, I really do love this sponge. I think I featured it in my Best of 2020, did I? Yeah, I think I featured this in my Best of 2020 video because it's nice and squishy, but it gets really big and it's nice and dense and it just does a real good job at blending. So definitely check out 5 O'Clock Beauty. I'll link, well, everything that I use in this video, of course, will be listed and linked down in the description box below for you guys to check out. I think 2 pumps was perfect. I basically used everything. Just gonna go underneath here. Drag that down my neck a little bit. And also get my ears so everything can match. And as you see, I didn't take the foundation up too much to where that concealer was applied. I'm flipping the sponge around and I'm just gonna go up under here, because that Fenty concealer, I like it, but it does crease pretty quickly if you don't set it, which I think that's what's happening to me now. But it's okay. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. And then to set the concealer, I'm gonna take my DJ's Boutique powder. This is in the shade Honey. Absolutely love this. This is another one of my favorite products that I tried last year. I don't have an all-over face setting, all over face powder from a black owned business. I don't think so. So I'm just gonna take my Pat Mcgrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection powder. This is supposed to be for under eye setting, but this is in the shade Deep. So I'm just gonna take that. Ooh, very powdery, I keep forgetting. With the powder brush, the large powder brush from Colored Rain. And I'm just gonna apply that all over where I didn't set, just so that foundation is actually set. Yeah, I am so excited about this next step. First of all, let me add a little bit more of this now that I wiped off my lips from all that powder. I am so excited about this next step. Now, I put the bronzers in this case. This case is actually what housed the brush set that I ordered. So we have bronzers here from Colored Rain. Like, you don't even understand how long I was waiting for these bronzers to drop. So I have 3 shades. I have Cinnabay, Naughty Spice, and Mocha Queen. We are going to start out with the shade Naughty Spice. That is like the middle shade of the 2 that I picked up, but there's a method to my madness here. So again, this one is in the shade Naughty Spice. I am taking their angled powder brush. Look how much comes up on this brush. The way this just bronzed me right now. See, when I swatched these, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Sometime this week. When I swatched these, the texture felt a little different to me and I didn't know how it was gonna blend on the skin. But it blended really nicely actually, and it's still really pigmented. For my nose contour, I'm gonna take the shade Cinnabay, and I have this small blending brush here, blending brush. I'm gonna take this shade for my nose. don't know if I like this shade for bronzer. I want to tap into the other shade that I just used, the Naughty Spice. I'm gonna, if I can mix these two together, I think it would be good. Yeah, I like it better with the hint of Naughty Spice. I like it better like that. Alright, and then lastly, I'm gonna take that last shade, which is Mocha Queen. Here's what Mocha Queen looks like. And I'm gonna use that same brush, but I'm only gonna tap just the top portion of the brush into that deep shade. Like you can see the difference on the brush itself. So that one I just want focus towards the back. Rather than bring it all the way in, I'm just focusing it on the higher points of my face and then tapping the rest of the brush and just building that up around the perimeter of my face. And I'm just mixing those two for underneath here. At $16 a pop, it's like, if you're just getting into bronzers and everything, I think these are good ones to start with because I am feeling it. But these are more on the matte side. It doesn't give like any kind of radiance. You guys know me, I like a nice sheen, but these are like true matte bronzers. But it's very smooth, didn't skip, and I just like the gradient that it's giving me. So let's do some blush. So I have two blushes here from Mented, which if you remember, I hauled these a while ago. So this first one here is the shade Berried Away. I like this little compact that they have. And I'm taking the angled brush from Colored Rain. Ooh, she potent. And I'm just gonna take Berried Away. Oh, she potent, but she's soft. That's a nice soft berry blush, and this blush is matte. Oh wow, that is pretty though. I like that. These are my kind of blushes. That is pretty. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to the eye look as well. Just try to, you know, mesh everything together. I'll try to wipe off the brush a little bit. And then we're gonna go into the second blush, which is Clay Too Much, which is more, if I'm not mistaken, it's more of an orange tone, if I can get it out. So Clay Too Much is more of like a terracotta, burnt orange kind of color. I'm gonna go on top of this shade with Clay Too Much. Let's see how that builds. That's pretty too. I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at that combination at all. So I tell you one thing, all this color on my face, I definitely can't use the lip that I was going to use. I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit more neutral with my lip with all this color that we have going on. Clay Too Much would be like a good everyday kind of blush though. Even though I'm mixing them now, I can see how that would be a really nice everyday blush. So I'm not mad at those. And actually, is that the primer that's making my face look filtered like that? This is really nice. As much powder as I have on my face right now, I'm surprised that I'm not dying and begging for a freaking spritz around my face. But we'll get there. Trust and believe, we'll get there. But that bronzer and the blush combination, really nice. Okay. Now I think I only have one highlighter in my collection that is black owned, and that's from Mother Pat. You have seen me apply this highlighter in where? One of these videos. I'll link it up above in the card so you guys can see. But I'm gonna, before I apply my highlighter, I do want to spray. Definitely wanted to add some hydration to my face. I'm just gonna take the powder brush that I had before and go over everything. I don't want it to look like, yo, she contoured her nose. So I like to really blend all that out. Now that that's blended, going in with the Pat Mcgrath Highlighter. There's no highlighting brush in the Colored Rain set, so I'm just going to take this. I'm actually going to throw this highlighter in my inner tear duct corner as well. I'm just going to take my Referral number 14 brush here, and I'm taking that highlighter and I'm just going to apply this here. Oh sure, I never finished up my lower lash line. I'm just going to take the two shades, mixing those together. And I'm gonna go I'm going right up underneath my lash line. There's a good brush for underneath the lash line because it's very gentle and wispy, and it still deposited the color really nicely. I'm gonna put on my Pat Mcgrath mascara to the lower lashes and also to the top lashes and try to merge my lashes with those fake lashes. I went in with the coal liner on my bottom lower lash, on my waterline, my bottom borderline, and mascara up like I said I was gonna do with the Dark Scar mascara, which I love. Last thing to do basically is lips. So I think my Pat Mcgrath Lip Glosses is in here. This is where I keep like pretty much my go-to lip products. Oh, but then Colored Rain. I have a Colored Rain lippy. This one is in the shade Soul. I think I want to go with this actually. This one is a really nice shade, so I'm going to take the shade Soul. I'm not going in with a lip liner because I just don't feel like looking for one. So yeah, I straight up forgot to do an outro to this video. I don't know what happened. But I did top off that lipstick with a Pat Mcgrath lip gloss. I couldn't tell you which one because I don't remember that far back. But this is just me trying to take some thumbnail photos. And then it must have been a weekend because you'll see in a minute that I'm about to turn up a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. If you're still here and you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You know that helps us out greatly. Lets other people know that they should be watching this video as well. If you're not already subscribe, join, have fun with the KSquad, and I hope to catch each and every one of y'all on the next video. Until next time, ladies, stay blessed. Lady y'all.